Good morning, everyone. Sorry it's so dark in here. My light just burnt out. Guess I'll have to change that. Want to thank, just going to say SL, very much for the email. The Brisbane, Australia Assembly Hall now in disrepair and full of mold. Now, I want to mention that at the start of COVID, when everyone was not going to the Kingdom Hall, they had an elders letter that had come out, and it was instructing the elders to appoint caregivers to go and once a week open up the Kingdom Halls, air them out, run things like water and air conditioner and heater, and make sure everything was okay, clean it, keep the weeds down outside, all of that. Okay? That was the instruction from headquarters. So I'm just going to read his email. The corporation is looking for help from the rank and file to loan cleaning equipment and labor. In Brisbane, Australia, we have an assembly hall that, as you know, hasn't been used for 2 years due to COVID. Yeah, same thing over here, and I'm sure all over the world. Now there's a big rush to open again, but the AC, carpet, and seats are full of mold plus other problems. This is because it hasn't had the usual weekly care with the free cleaning for 2 years. It is very humid here, like Florida as a comparison. That's humid. I mean, Florida has like 100% humidity. Yeah, miserable. The problem I have with this is there's a live-in caretaker on the property, and they are part of the Bethel family. So that is their job, to look after the property. They don't have any other employment that would take away time to care for these premises. So why didn't he open the hall up at least 1 day a week, run the AC, and vacuum the seats and carpet as well as general cleaning? If it was too much for him to do, the property manager should have organized some help. Also, at every assembly weekly, they send thousands of dollars to the corporation headquarters in Sydney from donations. They always announce at the circuit assembly that there is a deficient in the assembly hall's maintenance fund, even though, as we know, there actually isn't a deficient. People then dig deep and donate the extra thousands. We know that old trick. Yes, we do. And I'm sure many others think this is a disgrace. A lot of hard work, effort, time, and money went into building this hall, all done locally by good-hearted, honest witnesses. Bethel donated nothing except to fly a brother up at the locals' expense to dedicate the hall. Yeah. One would think that the Watchtower Corporation, who now owns the hall at no cost, that they would at least, out of respect for the effort of the rank and file, at least keep the place clean. Just shows that they don't seem to give a stuff. And by the way, once mold is set in, you can't clean and vacuum it off surfaces. No, because the spores are always there, right in the fibers. It penetrates and gives off spores, especially if left so long. My bet is it's going to have to be gutted, cleaned, carpets and seats to be replaced, AC cleaned professionally, big cost here. And it would be necessary to do this if they were going to keep it and use it for assemblies. Otherwise, people can get very sick from the residual mold and spores. Or will they just get the rank and file, do a cheap clean enough so it doesn't smell moldy, then sell it? Time will tell. Thank you very much for this information. We appreciate it. Now, when I went looking for this Brisbane Assembly Hall, and I got the address, thank you SL for sending the link to the Google. So I went and I did a Google search, and as you can see, it says it is permanently closed now. So now we know why it's permanently closed, because there's so much damage to it that, it can't be used as an assembly hall. And I think that's going to be a problem now that some are going back to the Kingdom Halls April 1st. They're going to find that they weren't taken care of as well as headquarters wanted them to do, and I think you're going to find that a lot of these Kingdom Halls have either been sold without the rank and file knowing, like some we've noticed, or that they have damage to them and it's going to have extensive repairs and cleaning. Many have sent me photos the past 2 years of Kingdom Halls, and it's a disgrace. Some have like a temporary construction fence around, the property just to secure it. But I mean, the weeds are as tall as I am. And, some you can barely even see that there's a building there because the weeds are so tall. So I think they're going to have a lot more work than they think they're going to need. And I'm wondering how many of the rank and file are really going to have time to go and do all of this major cleaning and repairs. And like he said, some of this is going to have to be cleaned professionally. I know, like ductwork, once you get mold in ductwork, oh my goodness, it's almost impossible to get it out. You actually do have to call someone in who does this professionally and basically disinfect the entire ductwork system. And then you've got, the chemical smell. So, this is going to be a major problem. And it's just a shame, like he said, that the rank and file have given money, time and effort and energy to these buildings just for them to be neglected like this. And he's right. If this has a live-in caregiver, what the heck? That's the only job you have. Your job is to be a caregiver to this property. And now it's all full of mold, even the seats? You couldn't even just open the doors and let it air out once in a while? Oh my goodness. Yeah. He's probably going to get fired. If that's possible in Watchtower World. So, thank you everyone for your cards and letters and phone calls and emails. Thank you for the love and support. We really appreciate it. And the comments, I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to reply to any comments or, over on Twitter. I've got a lot of emails, so it's going to take me a little bit to go through. I'm still working on the 1st of March, so please just be patient with me. And thank you for watching, and you all have a wonderful day, and thank you for the love. We appreciate it. Love you all too. Bye.